Now we can go ahead and get started on the permissions. So the first thing I want to do is create a controller and a route. Okay, so I think it's an admins. Controllers, admins. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do PHP artisan make controller admins permission controller. We're going to make it resourceful. And we're also going to add the model permission. Okay, let's go ahead and create that first route. So we'll open up our web.php route. And then since it's the same thing, we'll just go ahead and copy this. Copy, and we'll put it right above it. We'll say permissions. Permissions. And we'll just comment these out for now. It's going to be permission controller. And everything else is the same. Let's make sure we import that. Okay, it's the right one. Fantastic. So now let's go ahead and go to that. Okay, so in here, we'll just say return Inertia. Make sure we import that. Render admins permissions index. Okay, and then we need to pass in the permissions. So we'll say permission. For now, we'll just say get. So let's go ahead and create this page. Let's also switch back to our other terminals. And let's head down. Resources, JS, pages, admins. And then it's going to be permissions, index.view. Okay, and we can actually copy this whole index page because it's pretty much going to be the same thing. We'll just take out what we don't need. So highlight, copy, paste. Now we can close this. And we'll just go up top and start from the top to the bottom. Okay, first thing is we don't need this. This will just be permissions. Let's head down. Okay, so we're going to have the name. We're going to have the description. Created at will be the same and actions will be the same. So let's head down. We're not going to do our pagination just yet, so we'll just say permission. That's not going to work. Okay, so this one, and this one, which will be permission. This will be permissions. So we have permission name. This one we don't need, but we can copy and paste this one, and this one will be description. Okay, permission created at. Edit modal will be permission, and delete permission. So now we can just go ahead and comment that out for now because we're not going to need it just yet. Okay, now if we head down a bit, under this overflow hidden, I'm just going to paste this in real quick, and all this is doing is it's just giving us that yellow text, and it's saying all permissions delete. So it's just giving a little bit of direction in terms of what to name the permission. So this is also going to have a D flex column preview name. This doesn't need to be capitalized, so we can get rid of this. And then just grab this, copy, paste. The first one is going to say name. This one's going to have a class margin top of 3, and then it's going to say preview description, and this will be form.description. Okay, so check mode will be the same. Label for, we'll say permission. This is going to be permission name. Input type text. ID is going to be permission. Placeholder permission name. Form name is invalid. Form autofocus. Okay, that's fine. So the next one is also going to be form.errors.name. And let's slide down a little bit. This we're not going to need. And we can actually go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to change this to name. And we're going to copy this so that we can put in our description. And let me slide that down. Say description. Permission. Description. Input type text. ID will be description. Placeholder. Permission. Description. Okay, this. Description. And we can take off autofocus from here. And now this will also be description. Now let's go ahead and head down here. We can just comment this pagination out for now. And we don't need roles. We can get rid of that. Data, we're going to keep the same. Edit mode. This will be ID, name. This will be description. And we can get rid of that and just leave it as an empty string. And we also don't need permission options. So head down. Form title, this edited index equals -1. So this will be permission. Create and edit is fine. Check mode, we'll say create permission and edit permission. Okay, so now we don't need this. This we can change to permission. This will be permissions, and we don't need data because we're not doing the pagination yet. Here will be permission, form name, form ID, form description, permission, description, and this will be permission. Okay, open modal. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we'll just comment this stuff out for now because we haven't really created anything yet. Okay, so we'll just put permission in here and then comment this stuff out. Okay. So this, permission, and we'll also change this to permission. Okay, let's take a look at the browser and see what we're getting so far. So we'll go back, refresh, and you know what? Let's create the link to the sidebar. Sidebar. Roles. I'll just snag this one from up here. Copy. Paste it. Admin permissions index. Okay, it should be good now. Go back and really refresh. Okay, so now we can open up tables, permissions. Okay, great, fantastic. So let's see what this modal looks like. Create new permission. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that's picking that up. That's picking that up. Okay. Before we get in too deep, let's go ahead and change this created at. So we can actually grab that from models, role. I think it's where we did it. Yeah, here it is. So we'll just copy that out. Permission. And we'll just paste that in here. Okay, so let's go back, refresh, make sure we're getting that date. Okay, fantastic. So let's start working on some of these functions. Yep, that works well. Create, and let's see if we can. Okay, well, we'll fix this in a bit. Okay, so let's just start with create. We need to go back and we can close this. We can close this. This one we need. Let's make the route. So this one will be post permission controller. Okay, so let's head over to the permission controller, and it's in the store method. So for now, we can just do permission create semicolon. Okay, and what do we need? We need the name equals request name, description equals request description, and then we also need the guard name. And I said this also with the roles that we were doing is because when we installed the package, the Laravel project with Jetstream hooked us up with Laravel Sanctum. So if we were to send this through the web, the guard name would be under Sanctum, or I think it's API or Sanctum. I'm pretty sure it's Sanctum, but I don't hold me to that. I know it's something other than web. So return back. Okay, so now let's go ahead and try to put this in our index page and see if we can get it working. So we'll leave that for now. So this form post, this root admin permissions store, this form reset, and new permission created. So let's head back. We'll refresh and try to create a new permission. Okay, so now we'll click create. The permission name will be, we'll say create test permission, and the description will just be create test permission. So create. Okay, let's see if we're getting an error. Okay, let's check our network tab and see if it even... Okay, so it didn't pick up anything. Let's go ahead and refresh it one more time. We'll empty the cache and do a hard reload. Okay, we'll try create test permission, create test permission, create. Okay, so now we're getting something, and it looks like it went through. Fantastic, new permission created. And if we go all the way down to the bottom, we'll see that it's there. Okay, fantastic. So now let's go ahead and add the validation as well. Okay, so we'll go to permission controller. And in here, we'll just say this validate request. Open that up, and then we'll have name equals, we want required max of 25, and we want it unique to the permissions table. And then the description, we want it to equal required and max of 25. And you can adjust this however you want. This is just how I want to do it. I want to control how long the name is. Okay, and then return back. So we already have the validation. We're already displaying the errors in our page, so we should be able to get it. So let's go ahead and refresh. We can close this for now. Okay, and now if we click create and try to create, we get our validation errors. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cancel that. Now, let's see what happens when we click this. So this still says create new permission and create. So let's go see what's going on. If we head down to our check mode, return this edit mode equals false. It'll be this create permission, and if not, this edit permission. So that should be okay. Edit mode equals true, permissions. Okay, let's try that. And I also misspelled it here, and I misspelled it here. And you guys probably saw that and was yelling at the screen, but it's fine. I caught it. Okay, so now let's go back and refresh. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and click edit. And we have edit current permission, permission name. Fantastic. Let's make sure, again, this is going through. Cool. So now let's go ahead and create that route and function. Okay, so this one will be patch. We'll just do this one just to make it quicker. Permission. Permission controller. And we'll go ahead and uncomment this, and we'll do them both at the same time. So we'll go to the controller now. And let's go ahead and copy this, and we'll just take out what we don't need. So copy. We'll head down to the update method. Paste. Okay, so this validate. Now this doesn't need to be unique anymore. But we can keep that. And now this will be permission update. And we can get rid of this. Change that to update. Okay, so we need the name, the description. This we don't need anymore. And then return back. And now also for the destroy method, all we need to do is permission delete and return back. Okay, so now we can go back to the index page and head down to the edit permission. Okay, we can uncomment this. So it'll be this form patch, this route, admin, permissions update, this form ID, this form, permission has been updated. For our delete, we can just go ahead and bring this back. Okay, so swall fire, are you sure? Yes, delete it. This delete. Permissions. Permission. Deleted. Permission has been deleted. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that up. And let's go refresh and see if we can get that working. Okay, so first things first, let's try to edit. And let's make sure that our validation is coming through. Oh, that's not good. Let's see. I did put it in here, right? Validate. Update. Index. Okay, admin permissions. Update. So this should be good. I don't know why it's doing that, but edit permission. Yeah. Let me check on that button. Submit. Form. Errors.name. Errors description. It should be good because it worked for the create. So we'll go ahead, we'll refresh it in case it didn't get a chance to recompile. Okay, so let's try it again. Edit. Oh, you know what? My bad. These have things in them already. So we'll try it like this. Okay. Now let's try create test permission updated, and we'll do it up here as well. Updated. Edit. Must not be greater than 25 characters. Okay. So we'll just get this out of the way, this out of the way, and that should hopefully be 25. So edit. And okay. That was close. One more time. Third time's a charm. Edit. Okay, fantastic. So we finally got it working. Okay, and now let's try to delete it. Are you sure? Yes, delete. Permission deleted. Goodbye, permission. Okay, fantastic. So let's see. Now what we have to do is add our pagination. Now what I'm going to do is in the controller, I want them to display from the most recent, okay? Which means we can use Laravel's little helper function, and that's just latest, okay? And then we'll paginate. Let's try 5 and see what that looks like. So in the index page now, we can go down to our little pagination component. Okay, we need to change this to permissions links. Okay, we can uncomment this, and we can uncomment this, and we need to change the, where is it? Down here. We need to change this to data dot, and everything else should theoretically be the same. Okay, let that finish compiling. We'll go back, refresh, and it looks like we have an error. So let's open up our inspect tools. We'll open up console. Uncaught and promise. Parent node. Cannot read property name of... You know what? Okay. I think that I forgot to change the v4 loop. So go up. Yep, for permission and permissions dot data. Okay, so now let's try it. Let that recompile. Okay, we'll go back. We'll do a empty cache hard reload. Okay, great. So that was what that was. Let's go ahead and close this out. And let's check out our pagination. So now we can go to page 2. Okay, and we can go to page 3. And cool. We got our pagination working. Fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for now. In the next episode, we are going to set up the admins and do the same thing. that we did with the permissions, and then we'll deal with the users after. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'll make sure to post all this stuff up to GitHub, and I will see you guys next time.